Sometimes the weight of unspoken feelings can feel heavier than any physical burden, a silent storm raging within. The mind can be a labyrinth, and when you're lost within its winding paths, finding your way out seems impossible. There are moments when the world blurs, and all that remains is the echoing silence of your own internal chaos. It's a strange paradox, feeling everything and nothing at all simultaneously, a numb intensity that defies description. When the internal landscape shifts and familiar landmarks disappear, you're left navigating uncharted territory blindly. The quietest battles are often the loudest, waged within the confines of your own heart and mind. There's a sense of being adrift, unmoored from any sense of stability, floating in a sea of uncertainty. The weight of unanswered questions can become a crushing pressure, a constant reminder of the unknown. Sometimes, the most courageous act is simply acknowledging the depth of your own vulnerability. It's like watching a film of your own life, but feeling disconnected from the protagonist, observing from a distance. The struggle is not always about finding answers, but about learning to coexist with the questions. There's a dissonance between the world's expectations and the reality of your inner turmoil, a silent clash. The feeling of being overwhelmed can be like a dense fog, obscuring any sense of clarity or direction. Even in the darkest moments, there's a flicker of resilience, a quiet strength that persists despite the odds. The process of untangling complex emotions is like unraveling a tightly knotted thread, requiring patience and persistence. Sometimes the only way to move forward is to acknowledge the pain, to give it space to breathe. There's a sense of being trapped in a cycle where the same thoughts and feelings loop endlessly. The feeling of isolation can be profound, even when surrounded by others, a sense of being utterly alone. It's a delicate balance, trying to maintain composure while the internal world is crumbling. The journey through difficult emotions is not a linear path, but a winding road with unexpected turns. There's a quiet strength in simply enduring, in facing each moment with unwavering resolve. The feeling of being lost can be disorienting, but it also presents an opportunity to rediscover yourself. Sometimes, the most profound insights come from the depths of personal struggle, from facing the shadows within. It's a process of learning to navigate the waves of emotion, to find moments of calm amidst the storm. The weight of unspoken words can become a heavy burden, a silent language that speaks volumes. There's a subtle shift that occurs when you begin to acknowledge the validity of your own feelings. The feeling of being overwhelmed is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to the magnitude of the challenge. It's a journey of self-discovery, of peeling back layers to reveal the core of your being. Sometimes, the most powerful form of healing is simply allowing yourself to feel without judgment or restraint. There's a quiet resilience that emerges from facing adversity, a strength that is forged in the fires of experience. The feeling of being misunderstood can be isolating, a sense of being trapped in a world that doesn't quite see you. It's a process of learning to trust your own inner compass, to navigate the uncertainties of life with courage. Sometimes, the most significant breakthroughs come from the moments of deepest vulnerability. There's a sense of being suspended in time, caught between the past and the future, unsure of the present. The feeling of being lost is not a destination, but a temporary state, a pause in the journey. It's a process of learning to find light in the darkness, to discover moments of hope amidst the despair. Sometimes, the most profound acts of self-care are simply acknowledging your own needs and limitations. There's a quiet strength in allowing yourself to be imperfect, in embracing the messiness of life. The feeling of being overwhelmed is not a sign of failure, but a reminder that you are human. It's a journey of self-compassion, of treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend. Sometimes, the most powerful form of healing is simply allowing yourself to be seen, to be heard, to be understood. There's a quiet resilience that emerges from facing adversity, a strength that is forged in the fires of experience. The feeling of being misunderstood can be isolating, a sense of being trapped in a world that doesn't quite see you. It's a process of learning to trust your own inner compass, to navigate the uncertainties of life with courage. Sometimes, the most significant breakthroughs come from the moments of deepest vulnerability. There's a sense of being suspended in time, caught between the past and the future, unsure of the present.